I'm a minute late. How are you? How are you? Who else feels like the time between Memorial Day and Labor Day goes by so fast? I'm so glad you're here this morning. Whether you're live with me, I know this was very last minute, or on the replay, awesome. Make sure that you show up with your full warrior spirit. So Memorial Day, honoring and acknowledging and remembering those who sacrificed everything for the service of our country. And then, of course, Labor Day, the courageous work spirit that accomplishes all. So that's the warrior spirit too. So all are important. I'm going to kick off my flip-flops here. You do the same. I hope you have, if you don't, it's okay. You're still going to get a great workout. But if you have some weights, grab them. Mine are 8 pounds. You can go lighter or heavier. We are going to do some higher repetitions. And if you have some blocks, awesome too. Again, if you don't have that, that is all good. We are going to start with a sun salutation. I need you to stand up tall, ground down through your feet, align your posture, open through your collarbone and your heart, and feel as if the crown of the head is spiraling up to the sky. So you're growing up a little taller. Okay, so pressing down, but lifting up. Hands down by your side. Take a big sun breath in. So reaching out and up. Let the palms touch over your head, and as you exhale, draw your hands back to heart center and do that 2 more times. So inhale, reach. Oh, just awakening yourself up. Good positive energy in with your inhale and grounding yourself on your exhale. Good. So this time I want you to interlace your fingers and press the heels of your hands out and up to the sky. So really feel those feet press down and kind of wiggle out through the waist. So get a little movement through your side waist and press your elbows together as you press the palms of your hands up to the sky. So really feel your feet push down and your palms press up and your elbows squeeze in. So lots of grounding energy, but you're reaching up as well. Good. So go ahead and release that down and stand tall again in mountain pose. Okay, we're going to integrate some weights with our yoga and Pilates this morning. So a little strength and stretch. So let's warm up first with a sun salutation. So inhale, reach. As you exhale, especially if your back is feeling tight. I was hauling wood yesterday, so my back's a little tight this morning. So a little soft bend in the knees will help you. So folding forward, you're going to inhale to a halfway lift. And if you do have blocks, your fingers can be on your blocks. Otherwise, just hands to shins or fingertips to the floor. Belly in and up, shoulders back and down. As you exhale, press your hands down onto your blocks if you have them, otherwise down onto the mat, and step back into plank pose. You're going to take a full breath here, belly in and up. Feel that alignment from the shoulders to the elbows to the wrists. The whole line of the body is strong and aligned. As you exhale, bend the elbows and lower down to your mat. Inhale, open up to a cobra. And then exhale, press back to downward facing dog. And take 3 nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. So inhale through the nose and ground yourself with your exhalation. So take 1 more nice deep breath here. And we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. So a little bit of a cross-trained sun salutation. So you're going to inhale to your halfway lift. Again, scoop the belly in and up and the shoulder blades back and together. And as you exhale, round your spine, fold yourself in half, chin to chest, nose to knees. Pressing down through your feet, rise up to standing, take a big breath in, and we're going to do a chair flow. So you're going to drop down into a squat position. We're going to pause here on this first one. Make sure the weight's really heavy into your heels so your toes are light. Energy pressing through the palms, belly still scooping in and up, and tailbone kind of scooping under. So warming up those thighs. So let's move with the breath. We're going to inhale up and exhale. Squat as deeply as you can, maintaining your good balance and alignment. So I love this for Labor Day. Hard work is how we get things done, right? And that's really what this holiday is about, but it's the chill power factor, isn't it? And that is definitely something that I learned in my older years. So my younger years, I'm definitely still a warrior, like through and through, but learning the power of the chill. So taking that pause to recover, and we're going to do a little bit of both today. So we're going to be working on our strength, the hard work that gets things done, and then the chill power factor, the stretch, the flexibility, the recovery. And the balance of the opposites is what we're all about, right? Let's do 2 more of these chair flows. Again, just warming up, shoulders through range of motion, connecting movement with breath, sitting down as deeply as you can. On this next one, go ahead and take a dive out of it into your forward fold and do your halfway lift again as you breathe in. and pause. It's all about the pause. Exhale into your fold again. Hands can be on your blocks or straight on your mat, and step back to a tall plank. So we're going to do the Spider-Man next. I need to move my weights a little bit out of the way. So your weights are by your side, but mine are a little where we're going to be stepping. So I want you to step your right foot to be outside of your right hand or block, and then stretch your right hand out and up to the sky. I love this stretch. So good. Wonderful. Go ahead and release that down. Step back to downward facing dog, and then switch to the left. So left foot to the outside of your hand or block, and then left hand stretches up. Oh, what a glorious day. All right, and then step it back. Now we're going to pick the pace up on that. Okay, so you're just going to step right and left. Now you do not have to keep up with me. I want you to do 8 to 10 of those at a pace that feels good and right for you. I forgot to mention it at the very beginning, but I always mention it. You guys are used to it. Honor, protect, listen to your body. So you do you, I do me. You go through your full range of motion at a pace that feels good and right for you. Now listen, if your foot doesn't just step out and across like mine does, grab onto it with your hand and scooch it forward so that your knee is out over your ankle. Okay, take your time with that. If it's not there today, please don't be frustrated or angry about that. It takes time and practice, right? Like everything. It's that hard work and that commitment. And by the way, thank you for being here. This is day 33 of my Thrive 55. What is that? It is, I decided on a whim that I was going to do 55 consecutive days of something every day. So this is my something today. My fitness, my strength, my recovery, or whatever it is. So day 33 of Thrive 55. 55 for my age this year. Okay, we're going to land in downward dog. Hopefully you're a little more warmed up. You're going to step forward, feet up through your hands, do your halfway lift, take an inhale, exhale into a forward fold, and then rise all the way back up to standing with a huge positive energy breath in. Gather it and bring it back to your heart center, and we're going to start our strength next. So inhale. So that was your warm up. Now we're going to move into strength. The last thing we'll do is the chill power. So hopefully you stick around for that. So find yourself in a plank. What I need you to do is be honest with yourself. Can you do a straight leg push-up with perfect form? If the answer is yes, then go ahead and do that, even if it's just one. We're going to do 8 to 15 push-ups, bent knee or straight legs, okay? So go ahead and do those. I prefer, I'm going to mention this, go ahead and work on it. I prefer using the blocks. I don't know how good you can see it, because it gives you this extra 2 to 3 inches of a range of motion. And I prefer to do bent knee because it allows me to really control, even though I can squeeze out a few straight leg push-ups, right? My control and my range of motion is better. And I'm getting more out of it. Less is more sometimes. So that's why I typically like to do the bent knee version. Make sure that you're really pulling the belly in and up, engaging through the core, and lead with your heart. Elbows tight to your ribs. Okay, so don't let those elbows sway out, because I want you to really work the triceps at the same time. Okay, inhale as you lower, exhale on a push. Warrior spirit. Work, work, work. You got to work to earn it. That's what Labor Day is all about, right? We don't get things by just sitting on the couch. We got to earn it. If you want something, what are you going to do today to get it? Okay? All right. Good job on the push-ups. You're going to have an opportunity to do more of those in a little while. So now I need you to grab one of your weights. Okay? Let's start with the right hand. You're going to do a spinal balance first. So just have that weight right underneath your right hand so it's there and available for you. Left leg is going to go straight out behind you. Make sure the left hip is not hiked up, but the hips are level. Belly scooping in and up. Really engage that core. Right arm straight out in front of you. Right arm right by the right ear. Right thumb reaching to the sky. Okay? You got it? Now, go ahead and keep that left leg lifted, but grab onto your right weight. So your right elbow is nice and high. We're going to do a kick back. So you're going to kick that elbow straight back for your triceps, and you're working spinal balance at the same time. That left leg is straight back, and guess what? We're going to add the left leg to it. So you're going to tap that left leg down And then extend the arm straight and the leg straight at the same time. A little multitasking for our hard work today. So we're working tricep, core, and glute. Keep that right elbow as high as you can. Really kick out through your left heel. So you're getting lots of activity in the glute and the hamstring as well. Let's do a couple more. Working that tricep, core, and glute. This is your last one. Awesome job. Now just keep your left leg up, but put that weight down and bring your right arm forward again and just lift it up. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8. Really lifting that left leg up. Little pulse. Maybe it's just an inch or so. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Now from here, you're going to step that left leg, which is currently behind you, up and through your blocks or through your hands. Okay? Got it? Make sure that knee is right out over the ankle. Grab onto your weights and curl your right toes under. Squeeze your right leg straight. You can put your weights like on top of your thigh and lift up through the chest. Now, your upper body's in a mountain pose. Really lift. Hands side by your side. We're going to do a lunge with a bicep curl. Inhale, lower. Push through your left heel and lift it up. So again, a little multitasking. And as I was saying in my e-newsletter and in my post on YouTube, the YouTube short, this what we're doing right now is sort of my go-to workout during my Thrive 55. I'm just combining some yoga, some Pilates, and some strength training. I usually like 10 minutes, you guys, like literally that's all I'm doing, 10 minutes a day. Sometimes I take a mile walk with the dogs, so maybe that's 20 minutes, but it's the consistency that's the key. So you're lowering and you're curling. Do 1 or 2 more, getting that glute and hamstring, and of course the biceps. Now listen, next one's a little challenging. It's a balance. So I want you to push off your right foot, find your balance in your left leg. Okay, we're right here. I know it's a little dark. Hopefully you can see me okay. So we're going to take that right leg over and across the left leg, and you're going to be in a pigeon, and the weights, if you have them, are right at your chest. Okay, you're going to drop it down and up just 5 times. Drown as deep as you can, working on your balance, because listen, strength, balance, and flexibility are all so key as we age. So keep working on your balance. Last 2 and 1. Amazing job. My heart rate's a little bit up too, which is awesome for the heart muscle. Shoulders up, back and down. Stand tall in mountain pose, weights by your side. Big breath in. And then exhale, chin to chest, roll down. Put your weights off of your mat, not your way, and find yourself in your plank pose at the top of your push-up position. Take a big breath in. You can do a vinyasa if you want. I love that. It feels so good to go with the flow. And land yourself in downward facing dog, or feel free to take a rest in child's pose if you like. We are going to do more push-ups, you guys, and then get all of that on the left side. So take a little drink if you like to. Pause. Again, that's what this Labor Day thing is all about, right? Pause. Your hard work is amazing. That is the only way we get things done, but balance it out with the chill power. Ready for some push-ups? Let's go. Again, 8, depending on you. Maybe just do 1 or 2 if it's new for you. You can do a lot more or less. You do you, I'll do me. I like to do the bent knee version with the blocks, because if you don't have blocks, maybe get yourself some, and some weights at home, because again, the blocks have that 2 or 3 inch extra, so you get a little bit more range of motion. Bent knee for me allows me to go through my full range. I see people do push-ups and they go like this. Straight leg push-ups. No, sir, that's not it. Bent knee is better because you get the full range of motion for me, again. And you really allow yourself to lead with your chest and your heart. Okay, did you do enough? Do you feel it? Awesome. We're going to do the spinal balance on the other side. So your right leg's going to go straight back. Remember, you don't want to hike up your hip. You want your hip square so that your toes are pointed straight towards the floor. Belly scooping in and up. Neck is long. You're going to take your left arm straight forward, and you're in this spinal position, spinal balance position, engaging through the core. You're going to grab the weight with your left hand. Your left elbow is up nice and high. Like kick your elbow as high to the sky as you can. And hopefully you're outside too. You're going to kick that elbow back or extend your elbow straight. Kick your hand back so your elbow's nice and high. And this is your tricep kick back with your right leg still up. Now let's add that lower and lift with the right leg. Tap it down and then kick it up. Tap it down and kick it up. You're multitasking. Is your belly scooped in and up? Is your right elbow a little soft? You don't want to lock out that joint. You want to keep that elbow soft. Keep that left elbow nice and high. Activate your right glute. Yes, you can. Come on, couple more. Working that tricep, working the core, and of course the right glute and hamstring. Last two. And this is your last one. Nice job. Let's put the left weight down, the weight in your left hand down, and then come back to your spinal balance and hold. Really lift that left elbow as high to the sky as you can. Flex and press to your heel. Scoop the belly in and up. Make sure the back of the neck is nice and long. So if you are looking up to see me, then check that your neck is relaxed afterwards. Go ahead and step your right foot up and through your hands. Heart is high, collarbone is open, knee is over ankle. You're going to grab onto your weights. I like to stack them right over the thigh. So then you curl the left toes under and keep your chest lifted. Got it? Hands down by your side, weights nice and long. You lower on the inhale, you exhale, curl the weights to the shoulders. Really pushing through your right heel. It's going to get you to fire the glute a little bit better. It's important to connect movement with breath because that's really what connects you to the present moment, but also really allows you the most out of the exercise. So that just means inhale, exhale in the effort, which is here. And that goes for all athletic performance stuff too. So as you're hitting a ball, as you're moving through range, you're always exhaling on exertion, ideally. Couple more, guys. Check your alignment. Always rest early if you need to, but work hard, earn it. Yes, labor and get the gains from your effort. Okay, coming into balance. I know this isn't easy. You're pushing off of your back foot. Maintain your balance as best you can. Left ankle over right knee. So you're in a figure 4 pigeon. Weights can be at your chest. And then you lower and you lift. Scoop the belly in and up. Focus your eyes. That will really help you with your balance as well. If you lose your balance, know that it comes with practice. Last 1 or 2. Really working that glute. So many things happening at one time. Foot down, shoulders roll up, back, and down. Ground yourself with your feet, open through your posture. Take a big breath. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll yourself down. Place your weights out of your way. And find yourself in your plank one more time. You can do a vinyasa if you want, which just means elbows bend, lower down. Inhale, open, and pause. The pause is so key. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. So breathing in and out through the nose, taking a moment to stretch, tailbone to sky, heels down. We are going to go back to that Spider-Man move that we did earlier. Get a little stretch, a little recovery, and then we're going to move on to some Pilates, which I love. So the Spider-Man is this: right foot outside of right hand straight up. If you want to linger here a little longer because it feels so good, do it. Otherwise, just keep alternating left and right like we did on the first round. Okay? So go ahead and finish 8 to 12 of those Spider-Man while I have a sip. A lot of talking. All right. How's everybody doing? Nice job. Good, good, good. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Paul. Good work, you guys. Stay with it. Stay with it. We really only have about 5 more minutes of core work, and then we're going to stretch. Okay, so please hang in there with me and do the work that's going to get you the results. It's the action that gets us from where we are to where we want to be. When you're done your 8 to 12 of those Spider-Man exercises, go ahead and release down. You're going to have a seat. Have a seat. Don't you love this transition of seasons? I love all the seasons, and the transitions are like the best because it's a little bit, you got 1 foot in summer, right? And then you got 1 foot in fall, and you're just like, wow, this is awesome. Okay, you guys, we're going to do boat pose next. So we're going to do a little series from Pilates, and you're going to love it. Okay, hang in there with me. 10 more minutes, 5 minutes of work, 5 minutes of stretch. Find yourself in boat. So you're balancing right behind your sacrum tailbone. You're pointing through your toes. You're opening through your heart. And really important, row your shoulder blades back and together. As you squeeze your scapula together, you're lifting and lengthening through your heart. Now take your right toes and reach them up to the sky the best you can. If your hamstrings are tight, you can't get your legs straight, you do the best you can. And then switch, go left. I'm going to pivot to the side a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So you're just tapping right and left, tapping your one toe down as you reach through the other toes. Again, don't worry if the leg doesn't go all the way straight. Do the best you can with it. Scoop the belly in and up. And then if this one leg at a time thing is going okay for you, do both. Okay? So you're tapping as you inhale and you're exhaling as you reach. Your hands are right behind your thighs because you're helping yourself maintain that lift and rowing the shoulder blades back and together so you can lift through your heart center. I'm looking up to the beautiful sky. I hope you have a view that is inspiring to you as well. And you are doing the very best you can. Last 2, inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. And this is your last one. Okay, now we're going to put a few things together. I want you to go ahead and put your feet down. And we're going to do a half roll back. So you're sitting up as tall as you can. You're right on top of your sitting bones. You feel that? And then you're going to roll behind your sitting bones halfway back. Hopefully you can see me. I'm running out of space here. Halfway back. So your sacrum touches down, but your ribs are up. And then you're going to lift back up, grab onto your shins, row back through your shoulder blades, right on top of the sitting bones. So you're rolling all the way back so your sacrum touches, but your ribs are up. And you're going to try to control that as best you can. Keep rolling back and up at a pace that feels good and right for you. Now listen, my feet are really folded in tight, like my feet are really close to my tailbone because I'm out of space here on my porch. But I should say that the further that your legs are out, the easier this is. So if it's feeling really hard for you, give yourself a little bit more space, a longer lever length with your legs, if that makes sense. Okay, now you ready to put that together with the boat? The answer is yes. I'm going to try. Give it a try. Nobody can see you, okay? You can see me, but I can't see you. So I want you to imagine that I can see you and just show me your best effort, okay? So find yourself in this boat, either bent knee or straight leg. You're going to breathe in. You're going to roll back, touch the sacrum, and then roll back up and catch yourself in either bent knee or straight leg boat. Okay, rolling back. Just do 5 of them, okay? Please, try 5. Catch your balance and lift. Inhale as you roll back. Exhale. So yeah, we are working lots of core, but of course we're getting our hamstrings involved here too with a little stretch. I love the multitasking. All right. Last 1 or 2. You feeling it? Yes. Beautiful. And relax. Okay. If you're a hopper, hop yourself back to plank pose. If you just want to step yourself back or whatever, get yourself there. Now really feel your core. Since we just said that exercise, you might be more connected with your core in this moment. Feel free to do a vinyasa if you wish. And we are going to do a little core and stretch, a little pigeon stretch, a little straddle stretch, a little forearm planks. So your right leg's going to lift straight up. You're going to bend your right knee and kick open with your hip. Probably feels great. And then you're going to go ahead and step your right knee up to your right wrist. This is your pigeon stretch. If you have knee sensitivity, lie down on your back and do a reclined pigeon, which I will demonstrate for you in just a second. Open through your heart center, please. Take a big breath and then fold yourself down into your pigeon. This is your hip stretch. We did this when we were standing too. Remember we did that balanced version of pigeon a little while ago. It was kind of hard. That was the standing balance version of what you're currently doing. Okay, this is your reclined pigeon. So your ankle is folded over your opposite knee. Your head and neck is down. So if you have knee sensitivity, the reclined version is better, okay, for people with knee sensitivities. Take a big breath, everyone. The chill power factor. So you deserve a break. You are such a hard worker. I know you're a warrior. You are a fellow doer, a type A warrior. Amazing. That's what gets things done in this world. But, and the older I get and, you know, autoimmune disease and other things that have happened, the chill power is the key. The less is more, the letting go, the surrender. So enjoy your chill power today. We're going to do forearm plank next. This is your second to last core today. So elbows are going to be right under the shoulders. You're going to step your right foot back to meet your left foot. Bring your toes together to touch, please, so that you're going to squeeze to the midline. And as you squeeze your ankles and your knees together, really feel that connection from the pelvic floor, which is hugely important to strengthen as we age, all the way up into the abdominal wall. So squeeze in, pelvic floor, abdominal wall. Release down to your belly, all the way down to your belly. We're going to do locust pose next. So you're going to interlace your fingers right behind your tailbone, squeeze your palms together, hover up. Feel that long line of energy from the crown of the head out through the toes. Really squeeze in and lift up, opening through the chest and the shoulders. Big breath in. And back onto your belly. Curl your toes under, engage the core, curl the toes, press to the palms, give me a push up, and right back into downward facing dog. Let's get that on the left leg. So left leg's going to go straight up to the sky. You kick that knee open and you get that great stretch. You breathe deeply. And then you swing that left knee forward to the left wrist. Walk the hands back to the shin. Lift and open through your heart. And fold yourself into your pigeon. Again, if this isn't comfortable in your knee, listen to that. The only way your body has to talk to you is through sensation. Sometimes pain, sometimes pleasure. But listen to what your body is telling you. And if this is not comfortable in your knee, then please flip over. You can do it seated too. I'll show the seated version up. So you take your ankle over your knee, and then it just puts less pressure on the knee. Okay, you can also do it in the reclined position that I showed earlier. Okay, either way, take a very deep breath in, and we're going to go back to our last forearm plank. So go ahead and release down. Elbows align right under shoulders. Curl the right toes under. Squeeze the right knee straight. Slide your left foot back to meet your right foot and lower your hips down in line with your shoulders. Squeeze your knees and your ankles together. Pelvic floor to abdominal wall. Take a big breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Work that core. Feel free to stay here longer, right? But we've got to move on because I wanted to stay within the 30 minutes that I promised you. Interlace the fingers behind the tailbone, open up to your locust. If you want to do more of a stretch and you want to go into bow pose by grabbing onto the tops of the feet, if your back is super flexible and strong, feel free to go into bow pose. Either way, you're opening through the front line of the body and strengthening through the back line of the body. That's what the goal is. Go ahead and press back into child's pose just to counterpose that. So hips back to heels, forehead down, big breath into the back line of the body. And then the last two things we're going to do. So go ahead and come up to hands and knees and just move from cat to cow to just move the energy through all of your chakras, through your spine, in other words, so your central nervous system. So inhale to lift, exhale, tuck and round. So you're just integrating all of this. Since we're not going to do a shavasana today, these last two poses are your integration. So your strength, your balance, and your flexibility is integrating into the body. One more time, tuck and round. And then go ahead and come into a seated position. Any additional stretches that your body is craving, maybe a straddle stretch, maybe another pigeon or a happy baby, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, just coming into a seated position with crossed legs. If you do have a block and you want to sit up on your block, great. Allows a little bit more openness through the posture. Sometimes bring the thumb and the index finger together to touch. Turn the palms up to face the sky. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so, and bring your attention inward. Again, just check in with the posture, the crown of the head to the sky, the tailbone to the earth, the belly scooping in and up. Eyes soft and closed, jaw relaxed. Taking a moment to just integrate and to ask yourself for today, how do I want to feel? And what action am I willing to take in order to feel that way? Just bring attention to the breeze in your skin, the air in your lungs, and the deep gratitude that you feel for all of our blessings. Bring your hands together at your heart center space. Be grateful for yourself for showing up. That's always the first step. You have to show up first. Take a deep breath in. Again, one more time, we're gathering good positive energy for our day. And then exhale, bring your hands in and back to your heart center space. The light within me honors and acknowledges that same light that is within each of you. Thank you so much for being here. Again, the transition of seasons is so amazing. So really just feeling that. And I wrote down one little thing about Labor Day that I think is just a good thing to share. So Labor Day, to celebrate the labor, the hard work that built this great land. Yeah, and it's all about the balance of the willpower, chill power. Again, thank you all so much. We'll be doing lots of lives coming up through the rest of the season, so I appreciate you being here. Namaste, Gabby. Okay, we'll see you soon, guys. Bye.